Ugh, that feeling when you look at your bank account and it's empty? It's a special kind of awful, right? But what if I told you there's a simple three-step formula to get you from absolute zero to your first 10 grand? Well, you're gonna want to stick around because that's exactly what we're breaking down today.
Look, if you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, trying a million different things, but seeing zero, and I mean zero results, you're in the right place. This isn't going to be some fluffy motivation speech. This is the brutally honest roadmap you need to get unstuck. We're building your plan right here, right now.
Okay, so here's where pretty much everyone goes wrong right out of the gate. They try to appeal to everyone, they create a cheap, low-cost thing, hoping to sell a ton of them. But here's the reality check. When you have no money, no team, no resources, trying to manage hundreds of customers who barely pay you anything is a one-way ticket to burnout. It's a recipe for absolute disaster.
So what do we do instead? We do the exact opposite. We're going to flip the entire script with a strategy that feels, honestly, a little weird at first. Forget the cheap mass market stuff. We're going high-end. We're starting exclusive. We're starting with the Roadster.
Just think about it for a second. What sounds easier for you as one person right now? Finding and trying to please 100 different people who will pay you $100 each, or finding just one person, one client who will happily pay you $10,000. When you're starting from scratch, focusing on fewer, higher-paying clients is not just easier, it is so much smarter. That's the whole game.
And hey, if you don't believe me, just look at a guy like Elon Musk. He didn't start Tesla by building the affordable Model 3 for everybody. No way. He started with the crazy expensive Roadster for a teeny tiny group of people. Why? Because that one high-profit car gave him the cash and the credibility he needed to fund everything else that came later. It works for electric cars, and trust me, it'll work for you.
And look, the benefits here, they're instant and they are massive. You can give absolutely incredible white glove service because you're only focused on a couple of people. You don't need a huge chunk of cash to get started. Plus, and this is huge, by charging a premium price, you immediately position yourself as a top-tier expert. That means bigger profits you can pour right back into growing this thing.
Okay, I can hear you now. This sounds great, but high ticket for what? Who on earth is going to pay me that much money, and for what service? That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And don't worry, that's exactly where our blueprint comes in. All right, this is what you've been waiting for. Welcome to the three-piece formula. This is your super simple, super memorable blueprint for finding that perfect, profitable group of people to serve. This is how we find your who.
So, what are the three P's? It's pain, passion, and profession. Think of these as the three essential ingredients we need to mix together. Because let's be real, finding an idea that's just profitable isn't good enough. If you don't actually care about it, you're going to quit. We need all three.
Now listen up, because this is the secret sauce. The magic isn't in any one of these things by themselves. I mean, you can be super passionate about singing, but be terrible at it. Or you could be a skilled accountant, but absolutely hate your job. The real gold mine, the sweet spot, is right in the middle, where all three of these things crash into each other.
So let's get practical. First up is pain. Ask yourself, what's a really nagging, expensive, painful problem that a specific group of people would pay almost anything to make go away? Next, passion. What's a subject you could geek out about for hours and never, ever get bored? And finally, profession. What is a skill you already have, maybe from your job, a hobby, whatever, that someone would actually pay money for?
And boom, that's it. When you find where those three circles overlap, you've found your who. It's that very specific group of people who have a painful problem that you just so happen to be skilled and passionate about solving. That person, right there, is who will gladly pay you a premium for your help.
Okay, enough theory, let's do this. I'm not kidding. Pause this if you have to, grab a pen and paper, or just open up the Notes app on your phone. We are going to find your potential niche in the next 5 minutes. For real. Are you ready?
All right, let's go. Timer starts now. For the first 2 minutes, I want you to just list 3 painful problems you've solved. Don't overthink it. Maybe you figured out how to meal prep for a busy week, or you helped a friend write a killer resume. Just get them down. Okay, next 2 minutes. List 3 of your professional skills. What are you actually good at? Sales? Organizing closets? Coding? Fitness? Write down 3 things. And now, for the final minute, this is the most important part. Look at your 2 lists. Where is the overlap? Where does a skill you have directly solve one of those painful problems you listed? Find it and circle it.
You see that connection you just circled? That is not just some random idea. That is your launch pad.
That's the perfect storm of a real problem, your unique passion, and a skill people will pay for. That right there is the starting point for your very first high-ticket offer. So you have it. You have your direction, you know who you're serving, and you know the valuable problem you can solve for them. So the only question left to ask yourself is this: what is that first, killer, high-ticket solution you're going to offer them?